knew I had to share this with you. So I'm just setting some things up on this end because I'm recording this as well for a podcast episode. And I want to make sure you have access. So if I'm looking over here, that is why. And hello, say hello, but this will be a quick live. Any questions, any ideas, anything that's landing for you, please comment below. I promise I will get to them later, but I really want to get this thoroughly covered before I go hop on a podcast I'm being interviewed on here in about 20 minutes. So living from your vision. Living from your vision. This is the only way to experience what you desire. But people complicate it. I've been in the self-help world for over 20 years. I've studied everything from the Tony Robbins to Abraham Hicks. Joe Dispenza is one of my favorite people. But here's the key. The key to all of this is one word: from. From. Note this. From is going to be the word you're focusing on today, and this is why. Living from your vision is quite simple once you understand that it's simply thinking from your vision, thinking from your future self, thinking and making decisions from your future self and believing like your future self would believe. This is also called in other courses, remembering your future self. And so since you have never yet been your future self up until now, you must set aside time consistently to be curious and to get to know your future self. And the only way to do this is through imagining what it would be like to be the person living out your burning desires. Now, this is what's described in your vision. So when you're doing vision casting on what your health looks like, your relationships look like, your work in the world, your time freedom, your fulfillment, your money freedom, getting all the juicy details out and down. So again, to experience your vision, you must first know what it is you desire. Clarity on your burning desire. See it, feel it, all the juicy details. Feel it as if it's actually being that abundant person right here, right now. Right here, right now. Like, what would that feel like if that were true? And that abundant person who is living that rich and wealthy life in all the ways. This is describing your vision. Yes, the financial ways, but the rich and wealthy in all the ways of abundance, of love, connection, happiness, fulfillment, adventure, intention, of all you desire to experience in creating massive, massive fulfillment. And this is the feeling of gratitude. Have you heard the attitude of gratitude for all that is because you are living a life you love by design? So at times it will feel like a daydream. That's you thinking of your vision. That's the daydream. This is when you're thinking of your vision. Living from your vision is living in alignment and taking action with conscious intention and definiteness of your vision becoming your reality. This is so huge. So many people hustle and grind, or even slow down, do the vision work, do the affirmation work, do the cleanup and releasing the old limiting beliefs and paradigms. But yet they keep saying it doesn't work for me. Well, are you looking at that one word, living from your vision versus thinking of your vision? So once again, David Kostecki, I might be pronouncing that wrong, but he'll correct me if I am, explains how to do this in the most impeccable way in a book called Project 369. I'm just going to read one quick section of it because this is the key to experience your vision sooner than later. This is the key. If you want the key, I'm handing it to you right now, right? So rich people play the money game to win. Poor people play the money game not to lose. So I would rather be right and rich than right and poor, right? And that's poor, not just financials, but poor in your happiness, poor in your health, like all the things. Because how we do anything is how we do everything. So I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now, but I am going to read this to you. Think from your vision. That's the title of this section. If I had a desire to live a wealthy life, I would first realize myself living at the end of my journey. Regardless of whether or not I had a plan, I would go into my mind's eye. I would see myself already living in an abundant, wealthy, and prosperous life. I would see the vividness of being in my dream home, being able to buy whatever I'd like, getting congratulated by my loved ones for the abundance I had accumulated, giving money to those I love and those in need, driving my dream car, looking at my abundant bank account, and experiencing all that I would experience as that person in my imagination. I would feel myself experiencing all that is in my destination. All that is in my destination. I would feel the definiteness of being that person. Feel the definiteness of being that person. I would feel grateful for all that I am and all that I had attracted into my life. I would then open my eyes and continue to live my life from that vision. I feel as though I am that person while also embodying all that person's beliefs and concepts. Whether my physical reality tells me it is true or false, I carry on in the conditioning of my new beliefs. It is one thing to think of your vision. It is another thing to think from your vision. Thinking of your vision is great as it consists of nothing more than daydreaming of your future. But thinking from your vision is living your life in the definiteness of having your vision already made manifest. To dwell at the end of your vision is to live your life with awareness of having and being all the things that you imagine. Thinking from your vision is creating your reality as you know it to be true. So this carries on to a couple more paragraphs, but that is what's so critical. I'm skipping to one last piece here. Are you willing to take your attention away from your senses and trust your beautiful imagination? If so, the work is done. You don't have to worry about when it will happen or how it will happen. Your desire will be fulfilled in ways you cannot yet see, but in ways you can now feel. Live and think from your vision. There is no choice but for that vision to be realized. Whether or not you currently have a plan, don't worry about it. Opportunities will present themselves and everything you need will be provided. The more you naturally claim yourself as already being abundant and wealthy, the more opportunities you have to make it happen, whether your current position tells you that you can or can't do it. You believe that you can, you're right. You believe that you can't, you're right. Or the people around you tell you it's not going to happen. You should disregard all of it. Don't let anything or anyone get between you and your creation. What you see in your mind's eye should be kept sacred. Have faith. This is real faith, real trust, people. Like seriously, like faith and trust beyond what you've ever had faith and trust in your imagination. So have faith and trust in your imagination. Think from your vision. And there is no option but for you to experience the realization of your desires. Like I said, I skipped two little parts here, but this is what's key. You want to experience all that you desire to experience. We got to start to shift as we're doing the work, as we're cleaning up and clearing out the space of the old limiting beliefs of the subconscious mind and the patterns and the behaviors that feel familiar because they've been processing for years and years, right? And this is why we say think from your vision first, because our thoughts become our beliefs. So when we repeat our thoughts over and over, they become our beliefs and they become a pattern. And then from that pattern, we get to feel from the vision. So when we think and feel, and then we do take action or don't take action, and then we get a result. And then we have thoughts about that result. So key word here is from. Think from your vision. Live from your vision. Show up as the person of your future self. And your future self will thank you. So I'm going to wrap this up for now. Hopefully this helps you. Drop your comments below. Let's start the conversation. I'd love to hear how this landed for you. And if you have any questions, as always, my DMs are open. Bye for now and have a great day.